Hello, everyone. Welcome to Developing Palettes. I'm Aaron Loomis coming to you from the Drew Estate Studio. With me today is Jiunn Liu, and from the Pastania Studio, John McTavish. How you guys doing?
Pretty good.
Good. Doing good. How you doing, Aaron?
Yeah, not too bad. Just battling the sun right now.
Yeah, stupid, sexy son, life-giving son of a what?
Yeah. So for all you flat earthers out there, you do the videos the same time of day every time we do the videos, and you can kind of see the changing of the seasons and when the sun is setting and all these things. So don't know how that works with a flat Earth, but I'm
Uh,
trying to learn. So.
yeah,
That
Kyrie
that
Irving.
reminds that reminds me of the time I had a conversation with someone and they were like, "Yeah, because the sun is closer in the summertime," and I'm like, did you know that that's not actually what causes seasons? And he's
Yeah.
like, "No, it's because it's closer." I'm like, "What if I told you the sun was actually almost its furthest point away for the North American region when it's the hottest?" And yeah, I had to go through a big thing, and he was very confused for a while. But eventually, he saw the light, which is more than I can see for flat earthers.
I didn't know you were talking to Kyrie Irving about that.
So.
All right. So today we are talking about the ChiMolly Pioneer Robusto Extra. Cigar is a Toro 6x52. Comes out of the Mi Havana factory in Nicaragua. Wrappers Connecticut broadleaf, binders from Nicaragua, and the fillers from Nicaragua and the Dominican Republic. It is blended by Zufeng Wang. Price point is $18, and cigar was released in April of 2025. So with all that out of the way, June, what was your overall experience like with this cigar?
Yeah, I overall liked it. It was a medium full body, medium full strength profile. In terms of flavors, you definitely get that like cocoa kind of milk creaminess, sweetness coming out of it. And in terms of like the earthy, in terms of like earth and like in terms of wood and mineral notes, it was there, but uh, it was like a nice balancing of all of that, like cocoa and sweetness. And then by the second third, it had this like nice little lemon citrus note that I picked up off of it. It's not like uh, it's not super dense and like dank like um some of the broadleafs that I tend to really like, but um, I felt like the flavor profile kept pretty well intact the whole time, most of the time. To say that it was a tasty cigar. So
All right, John, what were your thoughts?
I agree. This is a tasty cigar, and I would say at times it kind of gave me the impression that I was smoking like Mexican hot chocolate in a cigar. Just a really nice balance of, like June was saying, earth, spices. There's a really wonderful cayenne that I rarely get on cigars, and that kind of pepper or chili pepper can be so overwhelming in a blend. Um, but they blended it in such a way that like it's just a really nice accent note. It doesn't take over the profile. Like you don't retrohale and your nose is on fire. Like I had it clocked somewhere between medium minus and just over medium. So, like it was definitely fuller, but quite nice. And then the second third, I feel like take this as it were, because we've smoked cigars where the first third and the second third were radically different. But here the creaminess intensified, so like it got creamier as it continued, but it still had some really nice tannic wood, which kind of prevented the cigar from being too sweet, which I appreciated. So nice cocoa, earth, tannic wood, and then last third was almost there. It was almost there for me. Creamy cayenne, tobacco, earth, but the earth ended up just sort of really dominating the post draw, and the cayenne came in as well. So it wasn't quite as balanced as the rest of the cigar, but still pleasant. Minor waviness to the burn. Sadly, cigar spontaneously went out on me the last third, and I was like, "No, you almost had perfect construction." So I had to relight it, which sucked. But I'm not going to hold it against it. Draw was perfect. 48 inches of water, so a little bit higher, but it's a Toro, so that's what you expect with a Toro. It's going to be 45 to 50. Yeah, it's a nice cigar. I'm glad I reviewed this. Yummy, yummy. Aaron, what about you?
Yeah, I've made a cigar started with toasted cedar, earth, black pepper, and some smokiness. Got some mustiness that joined in pretty quickly, and then it increased along with the smokiness. Second, third saw the black pepper and the smokiness become very mellow. And then later the black pepper picked up a bit. Final third saw the earth bump up to become even with the toasted cedar, and the black pepper became light once again. For me, it was just an average flavor profile throughout, kind of focused around that toasted cedar, earth, and mustiness. The fire cured smokiness kind of played a bit of a role in the first third, but nothing to elevate the profile. Overall, it was just kind of a fairly mundane profile that provided no real excitement for me. So, not a cigar I really see myself coming back to, especially with kind of the higher price point to it. So, yeah. All right, let's get into the scores. We're going to start at the top with Jiunn and Seth. Both gave it a 6.72. John gave it a 6.62, and I gave it a 5.5. So Jiunn had that 6.72 matchup for you.
Pretty well. I like most of the flavor experience. Good construction. Yeah, happy to. Uh, Unlike the last one we reviewed, I think it was Dynasty.
Yep.
I
Yeah.
forget what it's called. Okay. Um, which didn't fit my palate. This one definitely does. It's quality Connecticut broadleaf. So if you like that, there's no reason why you shouldn't try this.
All right, John, 6.62.
Yeah, obviously it's a little bit lower because of the relight. But I'm basically there with Seth and June. This is a nice cigar. I would smoke this again. I will give them props very quietly at the next trade show. Um, you know,
That was good.
good job, gentlemen.
Yeah. My 5.5 matches up well. Average flavor profile throughout. A little bit of wavy burn, a little snug on the draw for me, so that kind of knocked it down a little bit. But it wouldn't have mattered if it was perfect construction. It still wouldn't be a cigar that I'd really see myself coming back to. So yeah. All right. Any final thoughts from you guys on this cigar?
Not the cigar per se, but I hope these guys like we see these guys continuously come out, right? Not just like
Yeah.
a one hit wonder of a brand. Um, because we need more, right? The more the merrier of new brands and stuff in the industry.
Well, listen, I liked Alex's stuff that he used to blend out of Cuba, and so like I feel like, I mean, he's kind of new to the non-Cuban market, but he obviously knows how to roll because he's a level 9 roller, and he was at some big factories. So I think they're partnered with a good guy. So yeah,
Yeah,
we will watch their careers with great interest.
that's right.
Yeah, those youngins.
Those youngins.
All right. Wherever you catch this video, be sure to like and subscribe and check out the full written review on the website, developingpalace.com. Follow us on the social media channels, and you can catch all of our review recaps on podcasts, so iTunes, Google Play, and Podbean. Thank you for tuning in. We'll catch you on the next one.
Pioneer.